Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube numerology segment, I'm going to be talking about destiny number 3 in numerology. Now, we're talking about destiny number in numerology. It's a little bit different in a contrast to life path number. Life path number seems to be more connected with one's attributes, and which could be tied into even professions. They could be very proficient in things. They could be very proficient. Where the destiny number can show maybe perhaps the manner in which you can accomplish these things, but it's not. But it still can include things you could be very good at, very adept at, and professions as well. Things you might be destined to even do. And anyway, well, first thing I want to talk about, as far as just in general, the destiny number can be of certain significance in one's life, but I don't see it superseding or surpassing the astrological chart in terms of its significance and its impact on an individual, but it still can have some importance. Astrological chart, of course, is many proponents that make up the chart, but when make up a whole, and when you look at destiny number, it's just one proponent in a numerology chart. But as far as the destiny number 3 goes, well, this seems to have a little correspondence with the zodiac sign Gemini in third house. In astrology, 3, of course, corresponds with, 3 is the number 3 does correspond with the number 3, and as far as the third house in astrology, with the number 3 in it, and Gemini, of course, being the third sign of the zodiac, corresponding, I believe, with this number 3 in destiny. But thing about this is that it also seems to have a little bit of like 12th house Pisces energy, because remember, 1 plus 2 make 3, and the number 12, it's like you have a little this Pisces inspirational energy. So this could be a person that could really inspire others, perhaps to communicate, to be verbose, to be good writers, and through their way of words, this person could have a dazzling way of words, much like Gemini could be very articulate, be able to perhaps even give some meaning to words that would not have been significant otherwise. They have a certain way in the way they speak, often this destiny number 3 person, which really can be very inspirational to others. And it's very important for this person, the destiny number 3 person, to do things with ebullience, with joy, and being very amiable. And whatever they do, they have to obviously be very happy with it, maybe even more so than the other destiny numbers on average. Now, this person could be somebody that could be very communicative, could flourish perhaps in a communication profession such as data, satellite communications, journalism, reporting, writing, broadcasting, anything that could be communications related. This could be a person that could be very proficient in the dissemination of things. And also look at your astrology chart and see where you might have some contraindicators. If you have, say, Mercury strongly afflicted, retrograde, whether it's afflicted by sign and or a lot of adverse aspects, you may be somebody that may have, or even like a malefics in the third house, it could be, or the ruler of the third house in the 12th, you may be a little bit less communicative than otherwise indicated. But let's say by the destiny number 3, but let's say in your chart you have a very strong Gemini influence, such as the sun, moon, or ascendant in Gemini, your Mercury well aspected, but say you have a strong dominant third house, well, this could even confer and reinforce and reaffirm this destiny number 3, meaning you could be somebody that could be a very good really ability as far as your communication goes, and also a person that could be very inspirational to others as far as that goes. Now, this could be a person that can be adept in anything with the arts, but it doesn't necessarily mean this person will be that enamored with it or will pursue a career as far as this goes. Now, it's also, when you look at this, this could be a person that could be very multifaceted, very versatile, but there can be a danger of dissipating the self through a lack of integrating purpose. And now, if this is a person, again, looking at an astrology chart, if they have, like, say, a splash pattern in their chart, or a person that is a strong Gemini, Gemini influence, strong mutability even in their chart, a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant. It could be somebody that could reaffirm a lot of this energy. But if you have like in your chart some stabilizing influences like Taurus, a Taurus dominant chart, Taurus sun, moon, or ascendant, this might stabilize this energy maybe a little bit, where there can be more follow through and really less perhaps dissipation through integration of purpose. And it might even be somebody that could still do manifold things but be able to follow up and finish things that they actually start, and as opposed to maybe starting a lot of things and doing different things but not really finishing them to fruition, or learning what they need to completely, or assimilating all the knowledge they need to in various fields. So those are some ways that this could manifest and pan out for somebody that has destiny number 3 as in numerology. And again, it could be, and also keep in mind that it does have the number, I mean, this has a little bit of the number 2 in it, because remember that destiny number 3 is 1 plus 2. So the number 2 can indicate a little bit stability, but also some ability, affinity for money and making a certain income. It might be derived through a number of professions, given that this is it is the number 3, and I do believe again the 3. I mean, 3 does correspond with the zodiac sign Gemini and the 3rd house in astrology, so there's some correlation with that, I believe. And remember, this is a way, this could be a person that could be very adept at multitasking at whatever they do. Let's say somebody has a life path number 4 in numerology, and they could be very proficient, say, in like home renovation, remodeling, things that aren't connected with the home. Well, if you have the life destiny number 3 with that, then you could be somebody that could be doing various things and show versatility, and even maybe even stronger use with the hands in connection with home-related matters, such as remodeling, renovation, roofing, siding. You might be able, it could give added dexterity, given again, because I do believe there is a correspondence and correlation with the zodiac sign Gemini, and the 3rd house in Gemini is associated with the hands. I see this person as somebody that could be very proficient in use with the hands, doing things that require dexterity, such as auto or refrigeration, mechanics, or some kind of wiring, anything that really requires the good use of the hands. So anyway, people, well, anyway, that's pretty much all I got on this as far as the destiny number 3 goes. That'll conclude this numerology segment for destiny, my take on the destiny number 3. And stay tuned next time, where I will be talking about the destiny number 4 in numerology. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.